We're into the home straight here on the Football Spy Show, sponsored by our friends at the car giant Renault. There are just 9 days to go until the summer transfer window closes, and the big boys are making their moves for the big players, which is where we start with the transfers. Now, last night Chelsea agreed a £26 million fee with Valencia for their versatile attacker Juan Mata. He's going to travel to London today for a medical and is expected to sign a 5-year deal at Stamford Bridge. Lots of you already asking whether Mata's imminent arrival means the end for Chelsea's interest in Luka Modric. The answer is no. Chelsea's still very much in for him. The word is that they've made another £30 million bid. Lots of reports coming out of Italy today suggesting that Juventus are ready to make a late move for the Arsenal midfielder Andrey Arshavin. The Newcastle boss Alan Pardew is understood to have attended PSV's league game away to Den Haag yesterday to watch a transfer target that we've discussed on the show before, Eric Peters. He's a left back. He helped PSV to keep a clean sheet in a 3-0 win. The Man City boss Roberto Mancini spoke yesterday after their 3-2 win over Bolton. He confirmed that he hopes Samir Nasri is going to join the club in the next 24 hours. Now, time for your section of the show and lots of your messages to go through. Joe Deary has been on via YouTube. He says here, hi Darren, any chance of Nasri going to United? Well, even though there were reports at the weekend that his move to City had broken down, Arsene Wenger was telling French TV that both United and City still very much in for him. I expect Nasri to go to City, however, and Sneijder, I still think he's going to go to Old Trafford. Now, I asked you last week for your views on Scottish football after Spurs whipped Hearts 5-0 last week. Rangers were humiliated also by Maribor. Celtic also crashing yesterday. Wilson McGee says Scottish football's a disgrace. Felt like crying last week. Rangers just aren't the club they once were. But Caney 1967, he disagrees. He says Scottish football isn't in crisis. Football's all about money and exposure. £40 million for the winner of the championship is more than Celtic make for an entire season. Celtic's draw on Thursday came without our top 3 players, Izaguirre, Kayal and Hooper. Keep the faith. But Edward Daniel disagrees. He says there is no competition in the SPL. It's a 2-horse race every year, which is why I prefer to watch the Barclays Premier League. And he says here, I'm Scottish, by the way. But Kookie says Scottish football's not in crisis. Spurs make what Hearts earn in a year in a day. Hence, they're able to buy good players, which Hearts can't. If you put Celtic and Rangers down south with all the sponsorship money and the kits and everything, they could easily break into the top 6. Crisis? What crisis? English football is just a spoilt child. That's told us. More transfers for you, and Aston Villa boss Alex McLeish has hinted he could be prepared to offload midfielder Jean McCoon. He only joined Villa last January from Lyon. He was brought in by Gerard Houllier, but he's clearly not in McLeish's long-term plans. Olympiacos have been linked with a loan move for him before the close of the window. We told you earlier this month that the French club Paris Saint-Germain want Manchester United striker Dimitar Berbatov. Well, the PSG sporting director Leonardo, he spoke to France Football after they beat Valenciennes 2-1 at the weekend. We've got the quotes for you. Leonardo said, I've had Ferguson on the phone, but he told me that he was counting on Berbatov and that he was not for sale. Still 9 days to go, we'll see. We love new names here on the show, even this late, so let me introduce you to Armando Lozano. He's a 26-year-old centre-half, and Fulham, Swansea and Leeds all want to sign him. He plays for Barcelona B. He's made 26 appearances, and the Sun say that he's been watched by scouts of all 3 English clubs. If you've seen him play, get in touch and let me know. West Ham, they're ready to make a £1.2 million bid for the MK Dons striker Sam Baldock. That's in the Mirror. The centre-half at Fulham, Rafik Halishi, has been told that he can leave. That's in the Times. He played at the World Cup for Algeria, but he's made only 1 appearance for Fulham since signing from Benfica last summer. The Mail say QPR boss Neil Warnock's after the Hamburg defender Guy de Mel. He's 30. He's from the Ivory Coast. The word is that he might be able to leave for free as the German side cut costs. Just sticking with QPR, Neil Warnock's been telling Sky Sports that they can now afford to pay a larger portion of Joe Cole's wages as he plots his moves in the transfer market. And we're still getting lots of your top fours on our different platforms. Lots of you tweeting down on our Twitter feed at Football Spy. Alias Maximus thinks Man City are going to win the English Premier League with Chelsea second, United third. Surprised by that. And Liverpool fourth. He says, I'm a Liverpool fan and it's going to be tight between them and Arsenal. Webley thinks United are going to win the Premier League from City with Chelsea third and Liverpool fourth. Same as me. No Arsenal in there. And CJ Nova thinks Chelsea are going to win it from United with City in third and Liverpool fourth. He also tips Torres to win the Golden Boot. Not for me. I still think Dzeko is going to win the Golden Boot, like I said last week. Now we're getting transfer information in all the time here on the Spy Show. Here's some more for you. AC Milan, they're confident of landing the Liverpool midfielder Alberto Aquilani. That's been going on for a while. The AC Milan owner Silvio Berlusconi has been talking to Gazzetta dello Sport. We've got the quotes here. He says, we're negotiating for Aquilani. He's a great player. We're discussing the possibility and we will see what happens. His agent Franco Zavagli has also been talking today. Says that he's hopeful the move is going to be done by Thursday at the latest. He says the involved parties are working on this case and between Wednesday and Thursday everything will be decided. Now, last week we asked you to tell us which Premier League game would produce the most goals over the last weekend. Well, of course, it was a game between Bolton and Manchester City that finished 3-2. Lots of you been in touch, but the winner is Callum G. He's a Manchester United fan and he's from Malvern, right here in England. Congratulations to you, Callum. We'll get hold of that shirt for you. One last competition for you for this summer transfer window, and it's a slightly harder one because we want to know the total number of goals that are going to be scored over the coming weekends Premier League fixtures. As always, the Monday night game does not count, just the Saturday and the Sunday games. Rob and Neil are in the Spy office waiting to update you on all of the breaking transfer news. Alex is in there as well. The Football Spy Show is back with you soon. I'll see you next time.